back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running in down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running in down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running in down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Thanks, Coach. Well, both teams were hoping the rain would vacate the Green Bay area by kick, but alas, it's still falling pretty steadily in and around Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step.
Touchdown, Packers! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready. Mike 25. Mike 4. Drop deep, drop deep. Check, check. Hey, 4.
Winston now to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Terry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Terry. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Let's go. 14. First down, New York.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Kill. Hey, alert 3. We go even.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Wait. Let's go, right here now. He's checking. Easy. Hey. Let's go now.
Draw play, Winston to Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Easy.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Terry. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
Ready.
From the red zone now, Winston. This is caught. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 24, Rosen. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. Open man is Higgins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Hey, alert, alert.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rosen to throw again. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit for Todd Bowles. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Easy. Flip it.
On third down, Winston. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Check. All you get is the hand. Easy. 44, Mike, 44. Follow.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And that is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Check.
Throwing, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Rosen. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Rosen will throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Jones. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Throwing out 2nd and 8. Winston. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Out. Hey, switch gears.
Now Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. This pass complete to Higgins. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
44, 44, Mike, 44.
A second down throw for Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Easy. I got no stunning.
Again, it's Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This is taken to the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check.
From the gun, Winston going up top. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're... And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Looking left side, and it's complete. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Mike's 4-4. Get ready. Get ready. 44 is the Mike.
4th down, Winston. And this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's St. Brown to the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal.
80. We got double up. Hug, Monday. Check 49. 57. Mike, 57.
Here's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellows up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, here's Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Play action now, Winston. On the crossing route, complete. That's Terry. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it's going to be second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. To the air again with Winston. And he's got it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Packers, that early momentum continues here as they...
wanna be her. For your mom to your pops to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go when